and we're going to do a 2-day trip to Spain. It's Friday morning. We're with Golf Lima Foxtrot Tango Bravo, and we're just going to prep it for takeoff, and we're going to do a 2-day trip to Spain.
Paris Info, this is Golf Lima Tango Foxtrot Bravo, request basic service.
Foxtrot Bravo, you squawk 7010.
Squawk 7010. Golf Foxtrot Bravo.
I've got your flight plan.
Roger. Golf Foxtrot Bravo.
In Europe,
Yeah.
they don't fucking bother with all the talking.
Yeah.
In England, it's
Fucking nightmare. Yeah.
talk and talk and talk.
Talk. A lot of bullshit, honest. It's not required.
Yeah, we are videoing this, so we can't say stuff like that. Remember?
You need to cut down.
Yeah, so tonight, I'll file the flight plan from where we are to Madrid, and then Madrid to Trebujena.
Yeah.
When we get to Madrid, we'll probably have customs meet us. Or, I don't know, let's be interested to see what happens with customs.
Foxtrot Bravo, could you confirm your altitude, please?
Golf Foxtrot Bravo, currently 2,200.
Copy. I have no radar contact for the moment.
Roger. Golf Foxtrot Bravo.
Yeah, we might be doing this all for the next few days. Just skimming clouds.
I think it's because we are over ocean.
Yeah.
Once we are over land, it'll be fine. Always over water, and it's this kind of thing. It's not bad, it's just scattered. Okay, I have it.
Okay. We're now on the French coast, and in the distance we see the French coast. Okay, we're 5 miles out. We'll pick up the 80s now.
Yep.
Golf Foxtrot Bravo, expect runway 12 in Deauville. Latest wind 100 degrees 6 knots.
That's us.
Golf Foxtrot Bravo, could you copy runway 12 in Deauville? Copy 12 in use in Deauville. We were just going to pick up the 80s. Golf Foxtrot Bravo. I will make it, I will update it soon, sir. Roger that, Golf Foxtrot Bravo. Dernier vent, 30 degrés, sinueux, prévoyez une
Okay.
Right, so we're going straight to 12 then.
Yeah.
Je vous rappelle pour l'intégration.
So we'll be going round and back in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's Deville approach anyway, he's going to talk.
Il sera sur votre droite, gardez-le, il sera normalement légèrement devant.
So,
Autorisé piste 30.
next one is 118. Looking a bit murky today, isn't it? We're looking into?
My sky demon.
Faire des insultes, on remonte en arrière, enfin, Vous êtes numéro 1 rappelé en finale, piste 12. Ouais, j'entends lancer la piste 12, bien. En 66 blocs, vous avez monté quelle altitude 2000 pieds, donc 166 blocs.
Okay, start looking out for the runway.
We are heading straight away for 12 Cherokee.
Yes, we're going to go up and around. It's going to be over this water, Duvel. Yeah, the airfield's in front of us now. Yeah, that's a prohibited area because of all the fuel, I reckon.
Golf Fox Bravo, we're approaching controlled airspace now. Rapid Foxtrot Bravo, join any point left-hand base, runway 12. Left-hand base, runway 12. Roger, Golf Fox Bravo.
He wants us to do left base.
Which we repeat is
This side.
Fox Zulu India, reçu. Est-ce qu'un circuit court vous convient pour rester numéro 1 vis-à-vis d'un trafic qui arrive par le nord? C'est enfin, je vais dire. Fox Zulu India, il vient rappeler, environ base rapprochée. Expect a long base, left-hand base, runway 12, number 2, proceeding traffic behalf 100, middle of left-hand downwind. Copy, Golf Fox Bravo. And report joining base, runway 12. Report base on runway 12, Golf Fox Bravo.
I'm going to go over the centre line.
Zulu India, merci beaucoup, vent 0.
Fuel pump on.
Autorisé.
Start heat on.
Piste 12.
Landing light on.
Vous avez Zulu India. Foxtrot Bravo, you're number 1 now, report final, 12. Reporting final, Golf Fox Bravo.
very far.
Lose this height.
I don't. Want me to take radio?
And I've got it.
Okay.
On final, Golf Fox Bravo. Foxtrot Bravo, latest 207 degrees.
Hello?
Clear to land, runway 12. Clear to land, Golf Fox Bravo.
Hello.
Yeah, now I've got it. I've got it to configure now. That's it.
Right. Fine. All good. Runway is this.
That's how you got to land it.
Et de risque de vent 166 golf, on a limite de 166 golf, cette nuit le transpondeur, vous pouvez appeler par info pour le transit, 125 destination, à bientôt. Golf, merci beaucoup, à bientôt. Bravo, Vacaria, Bravo, stand Alpha, à quelques minutes. Non, là, je vais lancer la piste 12. Golf Fox Bravo, vacating runway. Stand at your convenience, sir. Online Alpha. Roger, Golf Fox Bravo.
That's how you got to land.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the kissing the ground.
That is the mission for the whole trip.
Yep. Definitely.
Go and park next to the red one.
Cut it.
Yeah, they'll be waiting for us over there.
Yeah. Okay, what supplies?
Take paperwork with us. We had a problem with the audio on this leg, so I'm going to have to do a voiceover. So we've just cleared customs, fueled up, and we've just had our clearance to make our way to the holding point. JP's flying this leg, and this is the leg down to Bordeaux. The guy in the tower was talking a lot of French, as there wasn't a lot of English GA around. We found on this trip that it was all French on the radio, and even for one leg they didn't even make contact with us, and we flew 7,000 VFR through that leg. There you got clearance to enter the runway, and it's a long runway, so we didn't bother using the whole runway, and backtracked, and then turned around and took off. In the future we'll keep an eye on the GoPros and make sure the audio works properly. I think I'll try a different way of doing it with a normal lead. Okay, so we're lining up here, and the controller gives us our exit point. Which we have to quickly look at the map to make sure we know where it is. It's a quiet day on the airfield, there's no traffic around us. As you can see from the weather, we were skimming the clouds the whole route down, and these are just some of the scenes, some of the views we had from the aircraft as we flew down. The journey took around about 3 hours. We landed at Bordeaux, Lyon, Nan, Sarracats, apologise for the French, which is a French local airfield used primarily by French. And as we left the following day, we were told that pretty much English people weren't welcome to land at that airfield unless they spoke French. The reason we found this place was we contacted the contact on Sky Demon, and he was an English guy who said yeah, the airfield's open, come and land, and he'll meet us there. He helped us with the fuel and gave us a lift to our hotel. And as you can see, JP still needs some practice at his smooth landings, but he's got a couple more legs to get the perfect landing in.
Battery off, that's it.
Good, and yeah. Hello.
Hi there. We're supposed to be meeting James here.
Oh, probably, yeah, James Emery.
Yeah, he said he's going to be here about 5:30.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so,
Yeah, we're on our way to Spain.
oh, great, okay, well,
Trebujena, just outside Jerez.
okay, yes, look at it, down in the south.
Yeah, because London.
Okay, which one?
Just came from North Weald. And he's volunteered to
come with you,
come with us.
company.
So he's just got his CPLIR,
Oh, fantastic.
and we're swapping legs. So
Oh,
he's
okay,
just
yeah.
done a 3-hour stint from Normandy where we did all this.
Wow.
We're in the Ibis in Bordeaux, just outside the airfield. We had a lift in with James, who's our contact at the airfield. Just going to go down and grab a beer with the bar, or beer from the bar, after a successful day.
We're sharing a bottle of Bordeaux because we're in Bordeaux, and the little lady, I don't know if we're allowed to show this, has given us our own little room to be COVID friendly in. We ended up having some delicious ribs that were delivered by Uber Eats to the hotel.
Okay, we're at Bordeaux still. Been delayed because of the mist today. Just waiting for the cloud cover to pick up a little bit. It's a nice little airfield. There's all these little hangars, loads of these experimental planes. And didn't cost us anything to park here. So we'll be back again with Ruth and Percy to have a look around Bordeaux.
As soon as the weather cleared, all the locals jumped in their planes, and we ended up in a bit of a queue waiting to depart from the airfield. So the next time we come here, I'll learn a bit of French. But it was an English guy that we spoke to who said that we could land here and stay for the night. We had to do blind calls as we lined up on the runway, and did a blind call as we departed. As we approached the Pyrenees, the weather came in, and we was in communications with air traffic control, and we revised to work down the coast. So we tracked towards Bilbao, and then ended up landing at Bilbao. Bilbao was closed as such. There was no handling for us. So we flew on to Santander, and then stayed the night at Santander waiting for the weather to clear. We're in the taxi going back to the airport on Sunday morning. The weather's a lot better. Changing our routes, we're going to Salamanca instead of Madrid, and then Salamanca to Trebujena. But looking at the weather, it looks a lot better than it did yesterday. We prepped the plane at Santander and fueled up, ready for takeoff. Okay, we've been delayed for 30 minutes just to wait for Salamanca to open, and so we're going to sit here for half an hour and wait to get going again. But the weather's okay by the looks of it, so we should be fine. This was the first time we ended up paying Spanish prices, and Spanish fuel is not cheap. Got given our clearances, and JP's flying this leg, so we made our way out to the runway. We taxied out to runway 29, ready for our departure to Salamanca. see the weather is a lot better than it was yesterday. We climbed to 9,000 to get over the Pyrenees, and we flew over the mountain tops where they were still covered in snow and stuff, and we did have some carby icing. So for those guys flying in the mountains or flying around the mountains, always check your carb heat. We had the carb heat on because we were flushing water through the carb route quite a lot of the time. Once we got over the highest peaks, we then dropped down to 6,000 feet, and that stopped the carb icing. Then as we made our way south into southern Spain, we come across the plains, and you can see the weather starts getting a lot better as we travel along. The sun comes out and slowly got warmer. This is our approach to Salamanca. And again, it was pretty deserted, and we got used to the Spanish fuel prices, and JP just still didn't nail his landings. The landing fees and the handling isn't expensive in Spain, but I've been told you have to check before you go to each of the airfields. That someone told me that someone got charged 1,500 euros to land a light aircraft, because that was the price of the landing fee. This airfield's also used by the fire planes. So I took on the final leg, which was Salamanca to Trebujena. as we worked our way south, it just got warmer and warmer. This is our final approach into runway 28 for Trebujena. They was expecting us, and this is the new winter home for Golf Lima Tango Foxtrot Bravo with its hangar, etc. So this Piper Cherokee is going to be based in southern Spain for the winter months, which is October to March. If anybody is interested in doing any winter flying, just get in touch by email. And this is Percy, who loves his flying and will be flying around for his YouTube channel, Percy the Labrador.